only had to pay $10 for my electric bill for the whole year, girlies. So that's a great deal.
$750. That's how much your consumer bill was last month.
Like $285 this month, and last month it was about the same too. I don't know what's up, dude.
I want to know what the fuck is happening because I just started. Okay. Why am I paying $1,000 a month in utilities? What the fuck are we doing?
So I'm just trying to figure out who I need to cuss out first because none of this makes sense. My utility bill was so astronomically high this month, and I'm just trying to understand why.
And there's only one ass in my house, and I'm working half the day and I'm sleep the other half of the motherfucking day. So when is this electricity being used? I'm confused. Bitch, I'm paying Virgin Island fees and we right here on the motherfucking mainland.
Another month, another utility bill, trying to empty my bank account. I feel I might need to have a seat before I even open up this envelope. Keeping the lights on shouldn't feel like this, but here we are. Check this out.
$750. That's how much your consumer bill was last month. And we tried some things to not have it be so high because the month before it was 600. And to be honest, on average, it's 500, which is crazy. But we do have a pool and we have a camper that we were leaving plugged in because we had food in there and the pump was running on the pool. So this month we were trying something completely different. We don't even have the air on and it's 85 degrees, but it's fine. It's not been intolerable. We emptied everything out of the refrigerator in the camper and unplugged it. And now we're only running the pump on the pool at night. And then we close up the house during the day, close all the curtains. And during nighttime, we open everything up and open the windows. So I looked at the energy analyzer and it's saying that we are going to probably be around $315 a month, which is great. But I think that's nuts that I can't use my air conditioning. I don't know. I just think this is crazy. Has anyone else's consumer bill been that high this year or ever? And what other things do you do to keep your bill down? I'd love to know any other tips or tricks.
What's your guys' electric bill? Because I paid mine today. It was like $280, dude. I'm like, oh shit. What's yours? What is that normal for February? I can't remember. Seems high. Like 250 seems high. I mean, this is a decent size house. It's 4-bedroom, but it's a ranch. You know what I mean? And I got new insulation and all that, and I don't know. What's yours? It's like 285 this month, and last month it was about the same too. I don't know what's up, dude. Or am I just forgetting what it normally costs? I don't know. What are you guys paying?
I want to know what the fuck is happening because I just started looking at my month to month bills, right? I write everything down. October 2024, my gas bill was $24. Jump to January 2025, $161. Jump to October 2025, $59.71. January 2026, $358. And I just looked at my next one that covers all of my February gas, $378 for gas in the month of February. Almost $400 for fucking gas? Are you kidding? What are we talking about? And that is literally not even to mention my electric bill, which for February was $284. So I have a $300 electric bill, a $400 gas bill, and an almost $100 water bill? Okay. Why am I paying $1,000 a month in utilities? What the fuck are we doing?
I leave ceiling fans on 24/7.
I turn mine off when they're not in use, and that saves me about $7 a month.
I crank my thermostat way down in the summertime to cool my house down faster.
Overcranking your thermostat doesn't make it cool down any faster, it just makes it run longer, which uses more energy. So adjust it in small increments.
I run my HVAC fan 24/7 instead of running my AC.
I let my AC handle the humidity and cooling. Leaving the fan running 24/7 can add $30 to $70 to my bill.
I have a smart thermostat at home, but I never learned how to use it, so I just keep my house at the same temp all day.
I got a free smart thermostat and a $65 rebate by signing up for the TVA Energy Rights Smart Thermostat program. I set it to adjust the temperatures when I'm away, and it saves me money.
I turn my AC off every time I leave the house.
I don't. That way it doesn't have to use more energy to get back to the normal temperature.
I use my breakers as light switches. Ever heard of vampire power?
Ever heard of expensive repairs? They're not meant to be used like that. Constantly flipping them wears them out, it can become a fire hazard, and fixing them costs a lot.
Alabama residents are going to see a $100 increase in their utility bill directly because of Donald Trump's policies. But the best part, the utility company is sending them letters letting them know it's Donald Trump's fault. Now, this is in Huntsville, Alabama, and Huntsville Utilities sent a letter to some of its customers letting them know this. You could pause if you need to, but they are going to receive a $100 increase because the grant that reduced their bill by $100 is being rescinded by Donald Trump. Yeah, they're letting them know this is Donald Trump's fault. We're not taking the hit for this. Now, Donald Trump promised people that he would cut utility bills in half in the first 12 months. And instead, these people in Huntsville, Alabama, a deep red state, are going to see an increase by $100. The worst part, these are the poorest among us. These are people that desperately need this, so they don't have to make a decision between lights or food. And Donald Trump is taking that away. The man who campaigned on lowering costs are making them go up. And now people know beyond a shadow of doubt, it's his fault.
So I'm just trying to figure out who I need to cuss out first because none of this makes sense. I'm trying not to crash out. My utility bill was so astronomically high this month, and I'm just trying to understand why. Why would there so many references to electricity in my utility bill? But y'all also send me a separate utility bill every single month. I have to do some deep diving because I had to realize I guess I don't understand the difference between a utility bill and an electricity bill. And upon my research, I find that utility bill includes some, that's what it kept saying, some electricity, but of course also includes trash, the valet, sewer, things of that nature. All fine and dandy. Actually, it's not, but moving on. Also, in my utility bill, I noticed a lot of references for shit they had nothing to do with moi. That had nada to do with me. A lot of processing fees, lots of convenience fees. I caught a couple of miscellaneous things up in there too that I'm being charged for. So like, what's not clicking, Steven? How are these things allowed? Because then the fix is, I read a tip on the site that was like, what you can do to preserve energy. And one of the suggestions they offered was to not take any baths, like not even minimize baths. Don't take no baths, only take showers. You want me to be less comfortable in my space to prevent getting charged more? It would never make sense to me. That is theft. Help me understand how this is legal, bro. And then to top it all off, I go to pay the fee. I'm just gonna go ahead and pay it and hit them up tomorrow. There's a $5 convenience fee to process my payment. We got to start writing Santa. I don't know, talking to the U.S. Embassy, something is just not making sense to me how the resolve is to just get another job. Get a side hustle. Because, yeah, I have a couple of side hustles right now. But the thing is, why do I have to keep doing that in order to just exist? Because if it's not my utility bill, they're just going out to the restaurants. And I have to pay for parking everywhere I go. It don't matter if the service is good or not. I have to pay for gratuity everywhere I go. I guess the immediate resolve for me is I'm no longer using the bathroom. I'm just gonna go outside. Like no more flicking on the lights. Nope. Bring in the candles because it just gets to a point of like, this is why mental health is so much of a problem in this country. A lot of our problems have to do with money. A lot of our problems have to do with money, y'all. A lot of them. And it's sad to see this. It's frustrating, it's exhausting because we're getting charged to exist at this point.
So is China supplying our electricity now? Because there seems to be a tariff on my motherfucking light bill, bitch. My light bill went up twice the amount of what it usually around about is, okay? And there's only one ass in my house, and I'm working half the day and I'm sleep the other half of the motherfucking day. So when is this electricity being used? I'm confused. Bitch, I'm paying Virgin Island fees and we right here on the motherfucking mainland. So this is at Georgia Power. What the fuck is going on?
Hi, my name is Aaron Yeager. I'm a revenue growth consultant based in Akron, Ohio. Hi, girlies of Ymir. Today's economic rumbling is about Ohio's percentage of income payment plan, or PIP for short. PIP reduces utility bills for folks who make under 175% of the poverty line, girlies. In theory, it's great, but in reality, it's frustrated me. I went on PIP in 2024 since my income the year before totaled around $7,000, and I only had to pay $10 for my electric bill for the whole year, girlies. So that's a great deal. But get this. At the beginning of the year, I was making around $1,000 a month. Because PIP has you pay 10% of your income on your electric bill, my bill for this month was $99, girlies, despite the fact that it'd only be $67 without PIP. So I believe Ohio should change the way it calculates PIP, since this doesn't make sense to me. Does your state have a similar program? And if so, what are your thoughts? Okay, Aaron Yeager, signing off.
I know so many people are talking about their energy bill and how fucking outrageous it is. So I want to share mine, okay? So hold on. Okay, you can see here September 2025, 276.62. We go down a little bit in October, 251. November, 225. December, of course, it's starting to get cold, so we pop up to 341.14. January, we pop up to 545.50, which was what the fuck, right? Then we go down just a little bit, still almost fucking $500. And then you want to see what see? What do we owe? Hold on. And now here is our bill due Thursday, March 26th, $662.13. It just feels like every fucking company is against us. Like, I don't understand how any of us are fucking surviving. With what me and my wife make together, we would be considered middle class, right? Not even, I wouldn't even say lower middle class, middle class. Yet we can't fucking survive, barely. You know what I mean? Like, we're just getting by. There's no extra money that's going in savings. There's no, don't fucking ask about a trip, even a weekend trip. Get the fuck out of here. Maybe a day trip, of course, but it has to be like something free or cheap or very cheap. It is just, I don't get it. I don't understand how we are supposed to live this way and how I'm supposed to be able to one day afford a home when the median home is 400, 500K. It's fucking outrageous. It feels unobtainable. And I am 35 years old and I have 3 children. And I don't know. But it is what it is, right? We'll just keep on fucking trucking and hopefully one day it gets better.
Tell me why my bill from National Grid is $318 for the month of December, my gas bill. And it was $198. So this is what I ended up paying in January for the December bill for December 2023. So now December 2024, when I look at my gas, is $317. And I just saw some charges on here that I hadn't seen before, like delivery peak, gas supply peak. And I just wanted to call to see if this was like accurate and why the bill is so much more than it was last year.
The peak and all that, they started with a new computer system. And I can tell you what, just give me one moment. I can tell you what the peak and off peak hours are. But from now, you're probably going to see just because starting since November 1st, it's what they consider the winter season. So you're only going to see peak hours. And the peak hours are from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily on Monday through Friday, excluding holidays. But now those are going to be considered peak because it's winter. And then the off peak hours for when we go back to when it's not winter is from 9 p.m. to 8 a.m. daily, Monday through Friday, all day, Saturday, Sunday, and holidays. And that's just when, like when people use the gas the most or when they're not using it, the most. That's what the peak and off peak are.
It was like 190 something last year. So it's a significant jump.
Let me look at the usage compared to last year. If you look at your October 25th to November 25th bill, on the first page underneath summary of current charges, there's a star and it reads for gas consumption beginning November 1st. The gas supply charge has changed from 36 cents per therm to 85 cents per therm. And then on the second page, it'll let you know that the delivery charge is now 98 cents and the local distribution adjustment is 67 cents. And those last two are charges that for having the gas meter, but it's the way that the company uses to pay the techs to maintain the pipes and things like that.
Okay, gotcha. So it sounds like I used a bit more this year, but it's also just everything is more expensive from National Grid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And just a question about.
I've had this talk.
Oh, sorry. The new system
okay.
is that going to be ongoing, or is that kind of like a one-time charge that I'm going to be seeing on my December bill?
Well, the new system, that off peak, on peak, for now, for winter, you're just going to have the peak hour. You'll see just peak charges. And then starting like April or May, I think it is when they consider winter over, and then you'll start seeing off peak and on peak, off peak and peak hours.
That helps a lot. Okay, so I thought it was just my bill, but it sounds like I'm probably not the only one dealing with it.
Yes, everybody. Yeah, I don't know how many calls I got yesterday saying I just got my bill and I called you after I got over the shock.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people are seeing like double, triple. Yeah.
I can imagine. That's why it took so long to get on the call, because usually I would call and it'd be pretty quick. So, all right, that kind of helps me know what to prepare for next month with the peak charges and everything. So I really appreciate your help.
Yep. Yeah. So right now you're just going to be getting charged peak hours because of it being winter. But yeah. And then like April or May, they switch over to like where they'll be charging peak and off peak.
Okay. That helps. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
Nope, that was all.
Okay, and if you do have any other questions or concerns, just give us a call back or check online at nationalgridus.com at the back section, and you have a great day and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you as well. Anybody else in Massachusetts? I think that National Grid is New England in general. You're probably having a shock this week if you're looking at your gas bill and you didn't know about this whole peak charge, off peak, on peak times. I don't even remember getting an email about this. I might have gotten and just skimmed over it. That's my fault. But I'm putting this video out there for anybody else who was not prepared for that bill 2 weeks after Christmas.
So basic necessities make you have to be rich now just to be able to afford to live a nice life, a normal life? Just keeping the lights on is becoming a struggle. Something is up. Keeping the lights on is becoming a struggle. Something isn't adding up. Just being able to keep the lights on is becoming a struggle. Something isn't adding up. Just keeping the lights on is becoming a struggle. Something isn't adding up. Let's talk about what your utility bill looked like this month, because I can't be the only one with this high bill. Happy every day.